right. So make some noise again, y'all, for Isaidit the poet.
Hey, give it up for Street Science Radio all day long. Hip Hop for Flint, we got your back. We hold it down for y'all here in Bloomington. Again, my name is Isaidit the Poet. You can find me at www.isaiditthepoet.com. If you want to contact me, you can email me anytime. I welcome all people to contact me. You know, I'm just that type of dude. At isaidit.mc@gmail.com. I'm going to get right into this poem, man. And again, this is for everybody. Shout out to Hip Hop for Flint. So many pairs of hands in the air look like we holding up the sky, as if the sky's falling. But no, it's not that the sky's falling. We as a culture's falling, dropping like flies, no metaphor intended. Police in the street shooting us down intentionally. No mystery. Because you see, the darker your skin, the more likely you too can become a target. It's that simple. Because the system got to eat. And man, they starving. They starving for our melanin. Just like a simple bottle of water to those in Flint. Because you see, the black man, original man, founders of civilization, you see, we create the power in every nation. So when they kill us, it creates dehydration and documentation amongst the next generation. Energy, 11 elements induced from the earth, is electric the way they crucify us through our own music. But you see, we the ones who let them do it. But I'm looking around like, where they do that at? Man, only in America. Only in America. In my Don King voice. It's crazy how we went from representing royalty to jealousy for one another. But I'm looking at my brother like, man, why you mad at me? For taking control of my destiny? It's madness. They would have been cashed in off our misery. Pisses me off, literally. Because I can see how their actions has become symbolic like an Ankh symbol. Essence of life, no balance in life creates a lost cause.
Hey, peace and blessings. Hey, I want to definitely welcome you all back for another great episode. You know my name, celebrity interviewer Isaidit, and this is the show that is actually Words of Silk Poetry TV show, and it's presented by, again, Isaidit Management. You see it in the back, and also Landmark International Broadcasting Network. And we have a very special feature again tonight, a poet, you know what I mean, representing Atlanta, but he not just representing Atlanta, and this is a guy that everyone knows his name. They should know his name because he was just most recently awarded the Black Debonair Award, you know what I mean? And he was also awarded as the hottest, you know what I'm talking about, saluted as the hottest Atlanta spoken word artist, you know what I'm saying, down there in the A. So, man, I'd like to welcome to the show Mr. Beau Ward, man. Salute to you, brother. You know what I mean? And welcome, man. You've been really holding it down on the mic, man. You know what I'm saying? Much respect. That's hot. That's hot.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. I thank you for having me on the show, man. It's an honor, bro. When you reached out to me, I was like, wait a minute. Hold up. This is a cat reaching out to me from Chicago. You know, I'm always honored, man, regardless of where the person is that reaches out to me. But when you have another poet that reaches out to you that's almost all the way across the country, that's heavy to me. That's big to me, man. I just appreciate it, man. Honored to be on this platform with you. Thank you for sharing this platform with me, man. And,
oh, yeah. Much love, brother. Much love.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We definitely aim to try to, you know what I mean, bring my audience the hottest poets that's out there in the world. And you was definitely a person that was buzzing, you know what I mean? And I couldn't help but it was a disrespect to the community if I didn't contact you, you know what I mean? So I'm glad that you cooperated. I'll put it like that. You know what I mean? So, man, much respect to you, big homie. And, man,
appreciate it.
Yeah, congratulations on your recent awards. You know what I mean? That's really dope. You know what I mean? I've been in this for 20 years. You know what I mean? That's well respected, well respected. So,
thank you.
Yes, sir. All day. So the first question I always like to start with though, Beau, is that, you know, I asked the poets, how did poetry influence you, or how has it changed your life, and or both?
Ah, man.
Yeah, I'm getting deep right from
Influence.
the beginning.
Right. We out there with the sharks already.
Right.
Man, I guess it influences me. A lot of poets influence me, man, because poets still speak from the heart. It's not something that, you don't hear them talk a whole lot about money because most poets don't have money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you hear them talk about the issues of the world. So that's something that anybody can relate to, whether you rich, you poor, you gutter, you whatever it is, you can still relate to what every poet has to say in some way, some form, some fashion, and how it's changed me, man. This allowed me to meet wonderful people, man. Especially like brothers like yourself, man, and so many other poets that I've met on this journey, bro, has been a true blessing. Just being able to meet all the different people, going to different places, and after I do a piece or I perform, people come up and be like, "Yo, bro, that was dope. I got it. I feel it. Whoa, that made me think." And that's what it's all about, man. It's just if I can reach that one person or touch that one person, then hey, I've done my job, man.
Indeed, man. That's what's up, man. And you know what I mean? Now, with that being said, you know what I mean, what brought you to have a heart like that, you know what I mean, for others to, you know what I mean, and got you to the point to where you felt comfortable enough sharing your heart with people, because that's technically, you know, as poets, what we're doing as
Right.
artists, you know, we sharing the inside and we bringing it to the world. So what made you feel comfortable to start to even do that?
Oh man, I don't. You know what, bro? I was writing. Started out, I really wanted to be a rapper. I have to tell everybody that. Years ago, I wanted to be a rapper when I was probably 12, 13. So I kind of stopped doing that. Went to a poetry recital competition where my daughter was reciting a Maya Angelou poem. And she was competing against some other little kids in the county. And she lost. So she lost, man. She didn't even place. So I heard her because my daughter's a competitor like myself. So she came
Right.
out in the audience. She was standing, I was sitting down, she stood between my legs, I put her on my lap, she started crying, she put her head on my shoulders. So when she put her head on my shoulders, it broke me down, man, because I'm like, wait, people look at me like Superman, and here I am, what do? I can't protect her. I can't, all I can say, well, babe, it's okay. So but I get it. So when I go home, she and her mom and grandmother, they went their way, I went mine. And when I got home, I just started writing again, man. So once I started writing, it kind of fizzled out. Then I met my wife and started writing again, was posting on Facebook. And people were like, bro, you need to put that in the book, bro. You need to go out and start saying this. So I kind of
Right.
got invited to do a piece for Candace Dillard, who is on the Real Housewives of Potomac for her wedding shower, her bridal shower. I did one there. Wasn't really comfortable. I did one there. I did one another place and completely bombed, man. And I really wanted to stop. I was going to stop doing it. I was going to stop doing poetry and just continue hosting. And I got a brother who's like a mentor to me, who's been doing it for a long time. And he was like, he told me about an incident that happened with him. And he said, bruh, I bombed myself. He said, but one thing about it, when I bombed, I thought about stopping. A lady came up to me and said, don't worry about that because there was some stuff in that piece you said, regardless of how much you bumbled, there was some stuff in that piece you said that I needed to hear. So I was like,
Mm,
whoa. So my
mm,
pieces, maybe
mm.
somebody need to hear something that I do at some given time, at some point in time, bro. So
Right.
I just kind of go out, man. I pray, I ask God, hey, you put me in this position. I know you're going to be with me. And let's rock. And that's it.
I like that. I like that, man. You know what I mean? And it's always good when you have people to push you who believe in you first, you know, even before you even start to believe in yourself, and they can see something in you and inspires it to bring it out of you, man. So it's kind of like how I started as well, you know what I mean? So it's funny like that. But man, you know what I mean? I know that you also have gotten into radio over the years too, when you was on a radio show, if I'm not mistaken, the Beautiful Soul Cafe. If you can speak a little bit
Yes.
about that and how did you get into radio? What brought you to inspire you to want to do radio as well?
I was actually approached by a guy. Before that, I've had a couple. Was approached by a guy, wanted to know if I wanted to do a radio show. Like,
Let's go.
let me see. I'll give it a try. You know, I went by there, actually, talked to him a little bit on his own show. He's like, bruh, you're fit. What you gonna do? So I was like, give me a couple of weeks. So I actually was doing another show based out of Atlanta in the studio here in Atlanta. Things didn't pan out. I'm not gonna get deep into why it didn't pan out. It didn't pan out. So I stopped. And another poet out of South Carolina, she was on my show. I featured her. I was the first person to ever feature her or spotlight her and her poetry. So she remembered that. So when she got together with this other cat, they called me, asked me would I be interested in doing another show. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Let's run it. So I wanted to do something a little different, man. So I wanted to build that that persona of Love Jones, but not so much of Love Jones. But I wanted to paint that picture of the beautiful Soul Cafe, so I could make it look like the dimly lit room with the leather couches, and just paint that picture to people, and just have people come in, man, and allow people to be heard all over this globe, man. That's the beauty in it to me. It's just, bringing people the same thing you do now, bro. You spotlight, you give people that platform that some people may have never heard, man. And this, just keeping that platform going is the key.
Yeah, man, all about consistency, man. Just find that self-motivation every time you wake up. Like, man, the responsibility, just carrying that responsibility, like, what I mean,
Right.
because you know that you are inspiring people, being yourself. You know that you inspire people. Once you have waking people up, what I mean, to who you are and what you can bring to the table, is almost like a this privilege or whatever like that you do to them when you just go. I mean, that's how the fan feels. That's how the people who is absorbing your message feels, if you just disappear or just go somewhere or decide that you want to take a break. You know what I mean? We don't have that privilege.
Right.
Once we awake the beat of the ear, of the soul of these spirits of these people that we are, you know what I mean? You really changing people's lives, you know what I mean, with the things that you say, you know what I mean, for the better. And I want to thank everybody also that's watching right now, you know what I mean, whatever platform you on, whether you on my YouTube. I appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to I Said It Management. That's on my YouTube. We live on Facebook right now. I appreciate Urban Grind TV. Shout out to Urban Grind. Salute Wally, always helping me out. And man, Instagram, we live all day. And so we actually just had our first message come in. And so I'm sorry, our first comment from a brother named Donald Washington. It says, "My life in the shot." Okay, okay. Much respect, much respect. Yeah. So tell me about this though, brother Ward. Man, how did it feel to be able to be acknowledged, man, as the Black Debonair Award? Like, that's a very prestigious award, you know what I mean? What did that feel like? And you know what I mean? Who was with you that night? Was your family there with you?
Actually, my wife was there, man, and the feeling was crazy because I was part of the first group of guys that received that award, and it's kind of like your body of work that you do in the community as a business leader, a business owner, plus me hosting, me doing poetry, mentoring, little boys, just the whole 9 yards, man. And to be acknowledged, especially as a black man, you know what I'm saying? And for people to say, brother, you doing good, that pat on the back, you know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you do is not in vain. So when you get that, it those kind of awards to me are better than I know more money comes with the Grammys and the Oscars and all that right there. But to get
Right.
that award to say, bruh, I love you because you black. I love you because you a black man. There's no better feeling than that. There's no
Right.
better feeling than that. I promise you it's not.
Yeah, that sounds, man, that makes me feel good, you know what I mean, for you know what I mean? That, you know what I mean, someone else, because that's not what we do enough. And you know what I mean, I'm glad that you was on the recipient of something like that. So that's great, man. Well deserved. You know what I mean? things don't happen by accident like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I know that also, my brother, you are an author, and you have
Right.
had the opportunity to write 3 books.
Yes.
You know what I mean, the trifecta. You know what I mean? But one book I want to highlight real quick is this book, Deep Thoughts, because it sounds deep. So, you know what I mean? Talk a little bit about, you know what I mean, the message behind Deep Thoughts, or the message you wanted to for people to get across or understand.
Right. Well, with that book right there, it's just a compilation of different pieces of poetry, man. And it's those things that make you just think about life in general, whether it's religion, relationship, just yourself, family, friends, everything to do with life. It's that deep thought that makes you say to yourself, "Dang, you know what? I ain't really think about that shit like that. Wait a minute.
Right.
Dang, what? Okay, God, okay, cool." Because I got a piece in there, and it's crazy. And forgive me, I haven't memorized it, man. But it's called "If God Were a Goddess," and all it is just asking people, would you treat this woman the same way if you knew that God was really a goddess? Would you disrespect her the way that we
Mm.
disrespect them on a regular? You know what I'm saying? That one particular piece is like that, man, and that's the kind of poetry that's in there. That poetry say, "Whoa, would we really disrespect women like that? Would we talk to her
Right.
like that?" You know, and it makes you question yourself as a person, and to say, maybe I need to change what I do. So that's the purpose of Deep Thoughts.
Mm. Well put. Well put. And great message. And that was a nice intent, you know what I mean, behind it, to be able to, you know what I mean, to salute the queen. You can never go wrong with saluting the Black queen, you know what I mean. Man, you know what I mean. As you see my page, you know what I mean. I love the Black queen. You know what I'm saying. I appreciate it, and it's nothing but love. And you know what I mean. We as men, you know what I mean, have to learn to just appreciate them, and we'll go further. You know what I mean? When you
Yes, sir.
respect them instead of abuse them and try to take advantage of, you know, a woman or anybody for that sake. You know what I mean? Just, you know, be upfront and just tell people what it is. And man, I mean, I think Beau, that's like a message. I don't know, it's just not being passed down. I think enough or something like that. I don't know, to the next generation. What do you think that we can do? Some of the keys in your mind that you think that we can do to possibly just help this generation, you know what I mean, further, and just bring back a strong community, bring us back to, you know what I mean, what this poetry represents.
Mm. That I think we have to, and I said this a while back, like platforms like you have to have platforms. And you know, a lot of people, and people get upset when I say this, you have a lot of people, everybody wants to host an open mic, and there's nothing wrong with that. But somewhere we have to have these platforms where we can get in and influence these kids in a positive way. But in order to do that, we've got to take these platforms and make them grow. See, when you have so many different platforms and so many different people pulling here, and here, nobody's listening and centering in on a few people. Like when rap first came out, you didn't have a whole lot of rappers. You had a few, and people focused and they grinded. And when you got into rap, that means you were really that guy. I'm not knocking rappers now, but now you can make a rap song. You could be a millionaire as a hip hop artist, but you don't have any deep lyrics. You just got a good beat and an okay hook that's really catchy that everybody loves to repeat. So I think we got to make poetry more relevant. I think a good start, and I said this, and I was saying this before she did it, but the Garment, when she did her piece at the inauguration, I
Inauguration.
think that was a good start. Yeah, that was a good start. And I think now people are beginning to see this more and more. But the crazy thing about it, um, she had a commercial way before she did that, and you would see it during football season, and people kind of overlooked it. But she's been doing this, and I'm not going to try to make this a racial thing, but the guy that I had the radio show with in his studio the first time, he said, "Beau, you know what? We never understand how brilliant we are, how valuable we are until somebody else, and you know who somebody else, gets behind us and makes us feel like we're the one. So this girl has been the one. Poetry has been dope. But now that they are beginning to recognize it, now you see it more and more in commercials and movies and all these different things because somebody else told us that our culture was dope. Oh, it's been dope. We've been dope. It just started. We've been dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we've been dope. That's why they want to get behind us because they know how dope we are, and everything we really touch, when we really put our heart to it, it manifests into greatness, man. But hey, my bad. I got on my soapbox a little too much, man. I almost had a sermon, man. I should have saved that for Sunday and asked my bishop, can I get up there in the pulpit with that one? But my bad, bro.
Hey, man. When the truth shall be spoken, man. In that order, man. Like what needs to, the truth need to be heard, man. You know what I mean? So I don't never try to overtalk somebody when they got something real to talk about, and it, whether no matter, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let the because these is angels speaking too. You know what I mean? These is higher spirits speaking through us sometime. You know what I mean? So
indeed,
we gotta just let a person speak sometime and not overtalk them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, if I may, always got to pay the bills. So I'm going to take a short commercial break. But when we come back, we definitely going to be talking about, your open mic that you've been hosting for quite a while. Speak your piece, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Speak your piece. So we're going to talk a little about that. But first, let me shout out, some of my sponsors. So we're going to be right back and just take a short commercial break, if we may.
Put that on you, man.
Hey, I like that.
Absolutely. Just a reminder for anyone who hasn't subscribed to I Said It Management, that's how you continue to get notifications. Because I do like a lot of interviews. I have another show called Celebrity Interviewer. I Said It, the show, and I kind of just do that random. But this is the only show that's where it's actually scheduled every Tuesday night right here at 6 p.m. 6:10. CST time. But real quick, the first person I want to yell out is actually my brand ambassador for I Said It Management. And she goes by the name of LJ Wicks. And she's just, an awesome individual. And it's just great to have support from someone that's all the way in the Netherlands, representing Western Europe. So, much love to LJ, and you can be able to hear more about her, real soon. And she's actually the first Dutch female MC, first Asian female MC, first lady of ultramagnetic MCs from the Bronx. Man, Beau Ward, she been rapping since 1982, big bro. Yeah, man. So, had to recruit her on the team. You know what I'm saying? I was only two.
Right.
So, real talk.
Wow,
hey,
that's crazy.
Yeah, man. So real quick, I also want to shout out Miss Sophia Latrice, and that's Lanice Alex Spa, and you add a .com to that, you'll be able to lead right to her website. She has a great website and even a more beautiful spa out there in Plainfield, Illinois. So, definitely check her out. You know what I mean? Much love. Also want to shout out She Bananas, and she's actually the host of the afternoon kickback on My Radio Chicago, syndicated radio station out here in Chicago. Much love to Shy Blizz, and She Bananas, y'all got to catch her 1 to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. Also, shout out to my brother, StreetScienceRadio.com out there in Bloomington, holding it down, giving a lot of people opportunity, you know what I mean, and helping people, artists get spins. Shout out to Andy, the barber doll. She's actually a beauty influencer. And again, you add a .com to that will link you to her website. So go ahead and visit her website. She's really helping people with their self-esteem and things of that nature. And she can just really give you a great makeover, women or men. Shout out to Heather Kloss of Diversified Solutions. And if you have not done your taxes, then you're not gonna get your stimulus check. You know that 1,400 that they talking about. You're not gonna get it, man, if you don't do your taxes. So you got to do your taxes. You're gonna do your taxes, and this is a good person that I would recommend. And she's in the Bloomington area, and actually, it doesn't matter where you're located. She can do it via internet. So shout out to Heather. Peace, Queen. And then last, never least, I want to also shout out Dolores Green. And this is over here, bossbiz.com. You can just visit her website, and she offers ladies with wigs, hair extensions, and many more beauty supplies. So shout out to Dolores. And then also, can't forget about my girl, Gina Hills. That's Life and Entertainment. Always making moves. She down there in Memphis, Tennessee. So much love to her. And you can find her on the XOD network. But go to lifeandentertainment.com. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate your patience, Beau, Mr. Ward. And man, like we was talking about, I know that you have been also hosting open mics as well down there in the A. You know what I mean? So can you talk about Speak Your Piece, and when did you start that open mic for the people?
Oh man, I've had a couple. This last one, I wanted to call it Speak Your Piece because that's a brand that I have now. I actually have hoodies, t-shirts, masks, unisex t-shirts, of course. That's what t-shirts that most people say, oh, that's a man's t-shirt, but they really call unisex. So they'll go for anybody. Then you have the baby tee style that's cut, for women. So it has a curve to it, V-neck, crew neck, long sleeve tees. I have the baseball style tees where it kind of, like 3/4, but the sleeves may be red. The sleeves may be red, and like the body may be white or something of that nature, or green sleeves, white body, and it has my Speak Your Piece logo on there. And that's the reason why I wanted to do Speak Your Piece, so I could wear my stuff and have it out so people could see, whoa, okay, I want to get one of those. That's dope. Because you can always contact me and get your own. So that was the concept behind Speak Your Piece, man. It's like, hey, speak your piece. Speak your piece, bro. Because down here in the South, we say yo, Y-O. So speak your piece, bruh. Yeah.
Okay, I'm digging that. And I'm sorry I got to show it on the flyer because when I tried to upload the picture, it just would not upload for whatever reason. So, but this is the logo that you're referring to right there in the middle where it says Speak Your Piece.
Yes.
That's real dope. I like that logo. That's hot. Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
All day, man. And I know you've been you've been doing a lot of things. I know we're coming toward the end of the show where, this is the point where, man, I just look forward to passing you the mic and, allowing you to just show off, your skills and reminding the people why you are the recipient of the Black Debonair Award and Atlanta's hottest poet, spoken word artist award. You know what I'm talking about? But before we get there, you know what I'm saying, I do want to ask you just a couple more questions because, you've been just doing so much, man. And I know you got into fitness, right? And so you are a fitness trainer. So you can talk a little bit about that and how people can contact you if they'd like to be trained by you professionally.
Okay. I'm actually a mobile personal trainer. So I don't actually work out of a gym. So I actually go to people's houses. I actually go and meet them at gyms that will allow me to come into a gym because a lot of gyms won't allow outside trainer to come inside the gym. You have to kind of be a part of their gym in order to train in there. So places like Planet Fitness where I can kind of go in and make it look as if, I'm training with that person. It kind of helps out a little bit. So they can contact me on Facebook, man. They just look me up, Beau Ward, BeauWard. Instagram, BeauBell, V is in verses, IE07. Inbox me, boom, I'll hit them back. We conversate, I'll give them my number. They can call, we can chat, we can talk about it, and we go from there. And I'm trying to get into the point where I'm doing it actually virtually, man. I was doing it virtually for a while when when everybody was afraid of COVID. I was doing it virtually, man, and there was really no set charge. I would just put my Cash App up and ask people, hey, if you felt like you had a good session, by all means donate. If you don't want to donate, then, I'm no hard feelings. I'll be right back here next week. And I would actually train for 30 whole minutes, 30 minutes straight with only like a 45-second break in between each cycle of exercises, each circuit of exercises. And I had a lot of people on there, man. And then when people started kind of stop being afraid of COVID a little bit, people were getting out in the mornings, and that slowed down a little bit. And the whole process just slowed down. So don't really do the virtual anymore. Used to love it. Used to love the interacting with people all over this country on, just seeing them pop up. My friends that popped up and people that weren't even friends that were invited by somebody else, man. Just seeing people trying to take better care of themselves mentally, physically, spiritually, all that's important for me. It's just an important thing.
Man, big salutes too, man, because the thing is about you that's really special, and I definitely want to acknowledge it to the whole world, is that, you're inspiring people through different ways now, to help a person with their health to where they gonna live longer, what I'm talking about, because just better techniques of, conditioning and, just looking good, feeling good, you helping people with their physique, and you helping people, the internal and the external, man. That's super powerful, man. Salute to you for that right there. That's incredible, man. You won't find that too often. So much respect. You deserve that, for that. Straight like that.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I'm going to acknowledge the real all the time. For real.
Actually.
You know what I'm saying? But man, you've been doing just a good duty, man, around the world, but based out there in Atlanta, man, just keep doing what you're doing. Much respect to you. But man, this is the part of the show that, I get excited for as well. As well as my audience too, man, because we always look forward to hearing some great bars and lyrics. And, just hearing it's about just that message, man. I appreciate hearing different poets around the world message. So, I look forward to hearing your message. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like a little intro for you. And when you come back, I'm gonna be off the camera. You're gonna be, by yourself, and you're gonna do your thing, man. Like all the time. So
all right.
I'm gonna give you. So it's gonna be like let me see. It's gonna be like 5 seconds, 6 seconds. It's gonna come in real smooth, and then whenever you're ready, yes, sir. All right, but man, again, much respect to you, much love. Let's get money.
Thank you, bro. Yes, sir.
All right, Words of Silk featuring Beau Ward, Atlanta's hottest spoken word artist recipient and Black Debonair Award recipient.
All right, this piece that I'm going to do is called The Art. This piece was written because I wanted to really stop doing poetry. So I had a little talk with the Most High God. And a lot of times people feel like this great, huge, deep voice comes out of the sky. But I think if you're a true believer in the word and you know that God lives in you, though, so he talks through you. He talks from within. And so I kind of came up with this piece, and this was the conversation I had with him. So it's not a whole lot of deep metaphors, not a lot of crazy wordplay. It's just real direct, right? Dear God, I stand before you humbled and broken, truly confused on whether I'm cursed or whether I'm chosen. Am I Job? Am I Moses? One poses the question. Not to question your will, but my purpose. Am I to be a service to the multitude through metaphors and verbiage? Never had a speech impediment, but right now, God, I'm worthy. Tongue twistedly intertwined between millions of dope rhymes and verses. See, Lord, you of all people know that I'm not perfect. That's why I'm tripping as I reach for answers and try to come to grips with how can I be so deserving of such a task to reach a mass of people to unmask the masquerade that shades their minds, sort of like the blind leading the blind, or better yet, the sinner trying to be sinless who himself has sinned 1,000 times. Now, if this is your will, then let me, your little son, shine. Light on all of them so they're not led off the edge like that herd of tainted swine. Hold on to them, holy protector, bring them back, come real. Because time after time, you've shown me signs that should kill my suspicions of whether I'm truly poetically gifted. Am I to be the status quo or just another statistic? Will I satisfy my critics? And God answered, go ahead and do your thing. See, I've already fixed it in your favor so you can win. And that devil in hell, he will never, ever touch you again, because I had a little talk with him and I made him free you of that mental bondage that he had your self-worth and confidence shackled in. Yet I still pose the question. Where will I go? What will I say? Then God added just a little more clarity to our discussion. He said, there's no concern of yours. I'll do the placing of your feet. I'll be in every rhyme that you write. Just open your mouth and I will speak. I'll give you this world as your platform so 1,000,000 souls you'll reach. And I'll keep them so submerged within your words they'll forever call you deep. So your message will be relevant. They've not seen nor have they heard, but your word will be their self-evident. I can take the tail man and place the world right in his hands, just like the mic. When you adjust the height and take your place behind that mic stand. This is to silence all my haters, non-believers and naysayers. Because of him, I am much greater than God tells me in his southern playalistic AT-alien voice. Hey, folk, you know I never completely let you fail, player. Whatever you want, you can have it. From the smallest city to this entire planet. See, I gave you a gift, son, and not a habit. So every mic that you breathe life into, you kill him with that black boy magic. That's when the pieces started to fit. All the changes I had gone through in life started to make sense. That the reason I write and the reason I spit, see, I was born to do just this. But a new question now exists. How can I have a $1 billion mind possessing millions of rhymes, but still only hold dreams of being rich? See, no combination of great minds like the poet Shakespeare or the genius Einstein could collaborate to write poetry half this brilliant. So uniquely different than all my father's children, and that's why he chose to make me the 1 out of 7 billion that was swimming so much confusion in my head. This 5950 baseball hat couldn't fit into its proper frame. Because that question still remained and needed to be explained, and God killed my self-doubt and answered every question when he made it simple and plain. He said, I understand why you never understood from the very beginning, because you've always tried to get in where you've always been misfitting. Only because you didn't know and truly understand your part. See, son, you were never to be a poetry artist, because Beau Ward, I made you to be the art. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was hot, man. You gave us the whole storybook. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't hold back. I appreciate that. Straight like that. You know what I mean?
Appreciate
that
it,
was
bro.
real good. What was the name of that piece one more time?
It is the art.
The art. Okay.
Yes.
I like that. I like that. Man, that was right on time, man. I straight up and I speak on behalf of my audience around the world too, man. We definitely appreciate it, you know, me taking the time and just burning the mic, you know what I mean? Like everyone that come through here, man, you know what I mean? I really appreciate that. Straight up, man. Salute to you, man. Much respect. And man, just, you know what I mean, I pray, you know what I mean, you just continue to be successful and, you know, have in all your, you know, future endeavors, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're a good guy. And just wish the best for you, straight like that.
Thank you, bro. You as well, man. And again, thank you for the platform. Thank you for the invite. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. All day, man. You know, you got my support right here. And I said it. TV.com.
Indeed.
Yeah, all day, bro. Yeah, but just holler at me though, man. Keep doing your thing, man. And you know, when I'm in the A, I definitely gotta check out your open mic in person. You know what I'm saying? Speak your piece. And man, again, one last time, tell the people again how they can purchase your books.
They can purchase my books on barnesandnoble.com. Just go to barnesandnoble.com, put in Beau Ward, BeauWard, and that's one of them, Beautiful Me, which is an inspirational and motivational book, and Deep Thoughts, which is a book of poetry.
That's right. Yes, sir. Again, man, I appreciate you being a guest today. You know what I mean? As we completed episode 6. And this was brought to you by Isaidit Management and Landmark International Broadcasting Network. And this is Words of Silk Poetry TV show season 2. Deuce, you know what I'm talking about? We out of here.
Indeed.
I appreciate you. Much love. And hey, much respect to you, man. I was going to close it out with one little commercial, and then, you know, we gone. But oh yeah, let me shout out some of my brothers down there in the A. I don't know if you know them. My brother Cam Jones, the Jones and Keyshawn, you know what I mean? And they actually, this their new album that just dropped, but they song actually premiered on TV One on the TV show Unsung just the other day. So that's really gone really big. I'm proud of them.
Good,
So
indeed.
Shout out to them and shout out to the whole Jones family. Shout out to Miss Shirley Jones, the legendary.
Indeed.
Yes, sir. But yeah, so let me go and get up out of here though. And man, much love to you, man, and be safe though.
Yes, sir. You too.
Yes. All right. Have fun, brother. Peace.
All right, you too. Peace, bruh.
Yes, sir. I said it.
Indeed.
Peace and blessings. And I want to invite you to my special Isaidit Management sponsorship agreement. This is where you can receive TV, radio, magazine, social media, and make a presence on my website. Where can you get that all for $100? I mean, under $100. I'm only asking for only $71.60 a month. You can't beat that. Contact me. IsaiditTV.com.